Unfortunately, another one of our prominent businesses in the city of Oakland has decided to close. In-N-Out Burger has been impacted by crime for several months, and unfortunately, they've chosen to close as a result of it. It has been an ongoing issue in the city of Oakland, and it's affected multiple businesses now that have decided to leave the city of Oakland. And for an Oaklander like myself, here's another popular restaurant that my family and I would patronize that is no longer available. We continue to see burglaries, auto burglaries occur daily, multiple times a day, particularly at businesses like an In-N-Out Burger or even a Starbucks that was in the same shopping mall as the In-N-Out Burger, who recently closed as well. I mean, these businesses just continue to be impacted by crime. That those customers that come there to obviously get a quick meal find their cars broken into, glass on the ground when they return to their vehicles. So it just seems so difficult for the city of Oakland to get their hands wrapped around this level of crime. But now it's beginning to truly affect businesses that are staples in our community, businesses that people rely on to come get a quick meal, unfortunately, are leaving rapidly. It's the fact that there is no accountability in the city and in the county. It is showing that those that are involved in crime feel free to go out and commit crime daily. Here's a location that everybody in the city knew was being impacted by crime, but nothing's been done to address it, and it has just continued. And so it really is unfortunate that this is happening, but this has affected so many other businesses. So many small mom and pop local businesses have also been forced to close as a result of this level of crime. People won't patronize your business if, when they come, they can expect their car windows to be broken into. You come to buy a burger and you leave with a broken window and potentially your belongings stolen. And so it was not sustainable with this level of crime. And so while I sympathize with the fact that they're leaving, I also understand that from a business standpoint, you can't survive if your customers continue to be victimized. The police continue to look at ways to solve this. I think it really is a resource issue. When you have a department that is short resources and continue to receive cuts in their budget, there's no way they're going to be able to address this level of crime that we're seeing across our city. And unfortunately, they have two crime problems that they're trying to address, finishing a year with over 126 homicides. So clearly, violent crime is an issue, but also this burglary related crime or property crime and retail theft is something that is also plaguing the city as well. So for whoever is leading the department, it's important that they have a strategy to address both. And from a city leadership standpoint, it's important that they provide the necessary resources to address both of these crime issues. First, there needs to be a commitment to providing resources to support the police department. There needs to be, some collaborative approach to addressing these crimes, and that means the assistance of the county, from the sheriff's department, from other local law enforcement departments that are also being impacted, some resources at the state level. I mean, this is an all hands approach to addressing this crime. And I know there's been calls for help from the California Highway Patrol. Those assistance are definitely needed. But from the police department standpoint, there has to be a strategy to figure out what is driving these burglaries and where these belongings being sold to. Because if you address the fence and those involved in these crimes and hopefully make some key arrests and working closely with a district attorney that's willing to charge these crimes, I think that's how you begin to have an impact. People need to know that they can't get away with these crimes. People need to know that there's going to be some level of accountability if you engage in these crimes. They know that they're not going to face prosecution as a result of this. Or if they do, it'll be some minimal prosecution. And so there has to be a collaborative approach to how you want to hold people accountable for this. Believe me, people don't just commit one burglary. These are individuals that are frequently involved in these type of crimes. And now it has reached a point that it is not just people even from Oakland. It is people that are coming from outside of the city that are coming into the city and committing these crimes. And so you have to be able to work with other jurisdictions as well to see if the individual involved are actually committing crimes in multiple cities. And hopefully one of those cities or counties can hold them accountable. I think people who are involved in this activity understand the circumstances that Oakland faces. A small police department without a lot of resources, not a lot of local political support for the department, and then not a district attorney that is necessarily able to charge these type of crimes. And so all of those sort of lead to people's belief that they can get away with these crimes if they commit them in the city of Oakland. There has to be a stance that says that we're going to hold all people accountable who commit crimes in the city to make it safer. Oakland is a city with an international airport, and these restaurants that are closed are close to that international airport, which oftentimes has an impact on travel as well. We want people that come to Oakland to feel safe. We want people to fly to Oakland knowing that their belongings are going to be safe. And if they need to stop for gas or need to stop for a quick meal, they shouldn't be the victims of these type of crimes. And so I think it really is going to take a collaborative approach to address this issue. But it is one that I think is very targeted on the city of Oakland. If you look at, information that's being shared across social media, people are really fed up and frustrated about what they're seeing. And if you're someone like me who lives in this city, you're frustrated to see our businesses continue to leave our city. Our businesses continue to complain that they're not getting the support they need. You, as a resident of the city, you want to be able to go somewhere and get a bite to eat. You want to be able to go somewhere and be able to shop. But unfortunately, at this time, that's becoming even more challenging. This is a time for true leadership. Somebody needs to come in and provide a plan on how we're going to address this. I think the time of being divided over whether you like law enforcement or not, I think this is the moment where everybody should acknowledge clearly we need safety. We need someone to enforce the law. And there are times when services are appropriate, but there are also times when accountability is appropriate. And this issue around our crime spikes, I don't think we can service our way out of this issue. We have to hold people accountable so that they know they can't get away with committing these crimes in the city of Oakland. And I hope in the near future, we're able to see somebody who is serious about holding people accountable so that the residents of Oakland can feel safe again.
If you haven't checked out CaliforniaInsider.com, we highly recommend you do that now because we're going to have a lot of news and videos there. And on top of what we have there right now, we are building a really big platform to cover what's happening in California so you can be informed. We're going to have more shows, more videos from all aspects of life in California. Go to CaliforniaInsider.com and we'll see you there.